Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Are you okay? In your neck of the world? So what up? What up? Manners and respect, man. Are your girl, Debbie from Yard. Welcome you all to the Jamaican kitchen. Welcome once more to the Jamaican cooking journey. And if you're new right on over here, let me extend to you a special welcome. Thank you so much. Please enjoy. Now today, this video is about showing you or sharing with you how you can go about cooking some hard-boiled Jamaican food like in one pot. Like, you know, some people when they're cooking, I do it sometimes too. So today we're gonna focus on some yam, how to cook yam, some green bananas and some dumpling all in one pot to show you how you can get it come out clean and all of that. Okay, so first and foremost you're gonna need some water boiling. Okay, now that you have the water been boiling, you need to have your flour. That is the first thing. Your dough must be made. My dough is already made, so I won't show you in this video because I have so many videos that show you how from the beginning how you go about making your dough and all of that. So what I want to do right now, I'm going to wash my hands and return. Hands properly washed, water must be boiling. So the first thing we're going to put inside there is the dough. But can I say something to you? You have got to salt your pot. Remember that. You can salt your pot at the beginning and also at the end. When I say the end, when all of the food is put in. If you're a beginner cook, salt your pot from the beginning. Okay? And please do not, how much tablespoon. We don't measure salt. You just put a little salt. Put a little. And then if it's to your taste, fine. If not, if it's okay when you first put it, fine. Don't put too much one time, because you know, if you're just a beginner, you're not at the point where you're all versed in how to salt, because you just look at the amount of water and you look at the amount of salt that you need to how you like your salt. That is to how you like your salt. What you can also do, you can, when you put in your salt, in order to get the right salt level, you just use a spoon to dissolve it in the hot water. I normally do that. I do that a lot. And for me, mine will take a little more, because remember you're cooking hard food, you know. So, we're cooking dumplings, yellow yam, and green bananas. I see people cooking dumpling, yellow yam, green banana, and sweet potato. And the first thing they put in the pot is the green banana. Come on. The first thing that is supposed to go in the pot is the dumpling, the dough. That can never mash. So that's the first thing. It takes 30 minutes. This is a cornmeal dumpling dough, and that is on the channel, so you can go check it out from start to finish, or you get it right here. Okay, that's there. If you're new, you go right on over there. You can just type in West Indian Delights cornmeal dumpling, West Indian Delights plantain dumpling, West Indian Delights all flour dumpling. Okay. So the very first thing you put in there, so we'll not be going into no detail in this, because you all know how to make the dumpling, the types of dumpling, everything is there in those videos. So you're going to start putting in your dumplings. Why you putting in your dumpling first? Dumplings take at least 30 minutes to cook. And we said all of those in those videos. So now, the dumpling will go in first. All these take less than 30 minutes. The yam will take about 15, the banana will take about 10 or less if it's soft banana. If the banana barky and tough, well, it might take as long as the dumpling, because some of the banana, they're all really chewy. So now, you put in the dumpling, and we're going to show you. Come back, finish putting on your dumpling, come back and show you when you put in the yam. Dumpling first. At this point, the food that we have, dumpling first, yam second, then the banana third. So when we return, we'll show you at what interval to put in the yam. Okay, now family, the dumplings are boiling. Now what I want to say to you, if you cover this pot, the dumplings builds up a certain amount of froth in there. If you cover it tightly closed, let us lower our flame now. It goes on high to medium. So if you cover this pot, you notice, okay, let me cover it for a time on the eye. Let me cover it for a time on the eye. Okay, you see the froth building up, and as soon as you open it, it diminishes. Now, when you're cooking bananas and When you're cooking dumpling and yam together, it might froth a little bit, but not so much. But once the banana eats that dumpling froth, the frothing, as it takes the frothing to a whole new level. Why? I don't know. Maybe somebody else can tell me. So now, this is time for the yam to go in, because the dumplings, they are cooking and they are coming up to the top. In the prior videos that I did on cooking dumplings only, I said to you, I went all in depth showing you, when the dumpling starts boiling and come to the top like this, a lot of people say dumplings are cooked. They are not cooked. When they boil and come to the top, they're going to cook and come right up on the top here swimming. If you notice, right in camera, girl, they're coming right up and they're going to come right on top and up there like they're swimming. But when they're properly cooked, they are going to cook. If you give them enough time, they are going to cook and gradually sink to the bottom of the pot. That's when the dumpling, any dumpling, is cooked. Who said that? Me, baby down a yard, said that. And I have no apology to make, because that's how it goes. That's what I know. Now at this point, some people are going to put in the banana. No, this is the time for the yam. Okay, we go peel our yams and return. Okay, my yam is all peeled. It's on the medium. Some people peel and they put in water. I like to peel my yam and to hold. If you can do it, you do it. Or if you don't want to do it in a plate, slice it to how you want it and then gently put it down in there. Okay, you don't have to definitely hold your hand. I normally, when I reach the bottom or the end of the yam, instead of cutting it that one, somebody will get this small part, I normally cut it across like this. And then probably you don't have to really cut it in three, but I cut it like that. Okay, let me get my hands washed right there. And you must be careful with your yams, okay? Some people who can manage to peel it in the gloves can go along, or can go ahead. But I really don't do it in gloves, because the yam, it scratches when the yam hits your wet hand, it scratches you. Not all, but if it does, if that should ever happen to you, just rub your hands with a little white vinegar. If that should ever happen, just wash your hands, pat it dry, and rub it with a little white vinegar. Now that you put your yam in, it's still on the medium. So, the trick now, with some of these yellow yam nowadays, which we don't have any control over, when you put it in the water, it becomes dark. So I normally have it at a point that when you put it in the water, it still, remain yellow. So we're going to have to now cover this pot, but not in the full. We're going to cover it like to the half mast, where some hair can get in there. What I want you to do is to set your timer. I did not remember to do it from the start. Set your timer for 15 minutes on your stove, if you have a stove with a timer from the start, from you put in the dumplings, because you remember you must put the dumplings in boiling water. Okay, boiling water, and the boiling water is different from boiled water. Gonna do a video on that, but that is gonna be on the Jamaican Debbie Debs. So if you have not yet subscribed and you're interested, you might just want to subscribe. We're gonna do that over there. Boiling water versus boiled water. Okay, now you want to set your timer at 15 minutes from the dumpling starts boiling. When the timer goes off at 15 minutes, you come in to put your yam. When you put your yam in, you set the timer now for another 8 or probably 7 to 8 minutes. When the timer goes off at that 8 minutes interval, you will return with your bananas all peeled, ready to put them in. When we return, we'll be putting in our bananas, and we'll be showing you what we're going to use. There are 2 options that I know that works perfectly fine. Okay, well, 3 is one, but I don't use the 3rd one because there's a problem where it builds up another little a little problem. So I'm gonna introduce to you 2 options that you would use to keep your pot all clean and white. Okay, now family, my bananas have all been peeled and they are in a slight warm water. Sometimes when you leave it in too much of a cold water, it might get a bit chewy. Now look at what is happening. You see the dumpling? Camera girl, can you shoot them up? You see the dumpling them at the top there? They are cooking. They are cooking, and when they cook, whilst they cook, they will gradually gradually go down. What I want you to look at is the scum that is building up. That's come right up and come right up. Look at the scum. This is the scum. That's what the dumpling does. The yam doesn't do that. If you cook yam on its own, it doesn't bring any scum. Okay? Now look at the scum that is building. These bananas, they're in the water, but them out feel like them more oxidized. Now I'm gonna put in these bananas. Sometimes depending on the nature of the banana. Now the color of the pot is gonna change this color of this water. The liquid in the pot, it is gonna change the bananas. Not all bananas, you know. You see what I'm saying? It is gonna slightly change the liquid in the pot. Let us leave it. Okay? Let us leave it for a bit. While you can't cover it fully now, it's gonna push right up. So let's leave it and give it a little time. When it starts boiling, I'll show you something. Okay, now family, you look at it. It's boiling really hard, and the scum is building. Well, these, but if you notice, the pot is still, it is not, but these could go without putting anything in there to keep it clean. But not all bananas are of that nature. You never know until you start cooking what nature the banana is. Well, if you are really versed like me and a country girl, you might definitely sometimes can look at the banana and say no. Or sometimes when you start peeling the green bananas, you realize that they are of that nature. Because as soon as you core it with a knife, it becomes black. As soon as the air catches it, it becomes black. Now look at this. The scum is building. You're going to use some lime juice right here and now. Not to really counteract the scum, because the lime juice cannot counteract the scum. It counteracts the color. In case the banana should get black, you just need like about a teaspoon of lime juice. Okay? Now you see the scum building? Look at this. What you want to do now. So if in case the banana wants to get black, because if the banana oxidizes, the whole thing is gonna come so dark. You could have think say yeah, work at one tar factory and you're gonna get almost as black as the stove. You don't want that. So once you put in that lime juice, it can never becomes dark. It will forever stay clear. And as you go along, you work at a medium heat, okay, to let it cook, so as the don't give the scum the power from the heat. The more powerful the heat is, the more the scum builds up. So look at this now. You have everybody in. So you look at your yam. You see your yams? Pretty clean and nice yam. Pretty dumpling. You notice you can add this to the dumpling. Them take them time I go down. So by the time the banana finish now cooking, the dumplings will all be properly cooked. Now you can also use a pinch, like probably about a little piece of saltfish like this. If you have saltfish, so if you use the saltfish, you will not need to use salt, or depending on the amount of food, depending on the size of the pot. If you use the saltfish, you might need a little salt, or if it's a small pot like this and you put a little piece of saltfish in there, you won't have to salt the pot. Remember, if you use the saltfish, try to have your salt at a gauge. Don't just use the saltfish, or if it's a small pot you put a big piece of saltfish, you won't be able to eat your food. Okay, some people use vinegar. Yes, the vinegar keeps the pot clean and pretty, but it toughens the bananas. That's what it does. Clean and pretty, but it toughens the banana then. So we didn't get the bananas that are of the dark nature, because if I had gotten them, then you would have seen the color that they turn in the pot. Then when I squeeze the lime juice on it, you would see what the lime juice does to it. But I'm gonna do again, I'm gonna specifically look for those bananas, and I can cook them on their own to show you. But when you put the lime juice in there, it keeps the pot continuously clear. Now at all times right through the cooking process, the scum is gonna build up. It is building up from the dumpling, and when the banana meets the dumpling, there goes the frothing. So at this point, you have to cover it like this, so as it not to have all the steam trapped. Some must let out. So you leave it at this on the medium. So as I told you, after you put in the bananas, probably another 7 minutes the most, because soft nice bananas, your pot will be ready. When our pot is ready, we return. Okay, now family, look at this. You notice the scum starts almost next to nothing, and the dumplings are going down there almost at the bottom of the pot. Look at the bananas. The bananas are almost cooked. What I want to say to you, put the camera on me. Please to have enough water. That is another thing I did not get to say to you. That when your food is cooked, you don't have the you don't have the water drying out and leaving the food on top, and then the scum rests on top of the food. That's nasty. Please use enough water that when the food is properly cooked, it still is in the water. I'm looking for a word, but I just can't find it now. You know, it is still this water is still on top of it. It still covers the food. If you're cooking and you realize that you misjudge the water and the water is drying out, that's why I say after it starts boiling at a medium temperature, you must always, and that is why I say to you, always have your hot water on hand. Always. Once you start cooking, boil a kettle. So if that should happen, that you realize that the water is drying out from the food, okay, and like it is gonna come now that you know, sometimes you see people cook and when you look, you see the food, the food that appears and the water dry the way down here, so that's not good. Okay, so what you would do is just use some boiling water or some hot water. Hey, you can go through cold water then now in the boiling pot, you know, that is just something that is just no straight red flag. You just put some hot water on it to pep it up. You don't have to put extra salt. Well, I would not. If you want to find I don't think, because the food has already almost cooked and absorbed the salt intake. So at this point now, you want to turn your stove off. Turn your stove off, and then you cover your pot and leave your pot for another 5 minutes. The temperature of the water inside there, whatever is left, your food will finish cook. Your food will be finished cook, and the banana them now broke up like make dice. You understand what I'm saying? Because you have to turn off at a certain point, and the heat from the water will finish, and it will just go right through the food. So when you're ready to cook, when you're ready to dish, the food will be properly cooked, and the bananas are whole, the yam is okay, the dumplings are good. Okay, so you leave it to rest for about 5 minutes. Let them okay, I was looking for that word, submerge. Let them stay there and let that hot water go right through them whilst you have enough to cover the food. Now, there you have your nice clean pot of food. You come, your bananas, look, you're supposed to know your bananas are cooked and all of that. It's not 5 minutes yet, but I'm just showing you. And you have all your food well submerged in the water and everything. Clean, pretty, and everything, okay? Now, we are going to present right here. We don't have to dish this and to present. This is just like dumplings and bananas. So from my kitchen to yours, from my Jamaican kitchen to wherever you are, it is all boiled food in one pot, okay? Pretty nice, clean. So if you were having problems with that, and you know, prior to this, I hope what I've done, I've cleared up some of those issues. Remember to like, remember to share. Most of all, remember to subscribe, and when you do, remember to hit that notification bell. Some notification problem or something, and I don't know and I don't understand, but if you're not getting notifications, you know you have to go back and then, you know, hit it back again, because I'm always posting. You know, Debbie down a yard, me always a post. Okay, love you so much. Thank you so much. Remember to thumbs up the videos, man. If you're liking them, thumbs up the videos. Doesn't matter who wanna put on dislikes, it doesn't matter, we don't care about that. Thumbs them up. Okay, Debbie from down a yard, bless, no stress.